Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you guys how I use my Project Pan items to make it a little bit more successful in my usage. So basically I'm going to be showing you how I use my Project Pan items to get the most flexibility with these items that I can, and I'm like kind of crooked, I'm sorry. So yeah, first off, let me spray myself with a little bit of my spray. Yes, I put a lot on. Anyway, so let's get into the real business. Let me pull back my hair. I need to get like better like clips. Alright, so I am obviously going to be using products that are not in my Project Pan to make a full look. So, yeah. So I'm going in with a dewy foundation today, so I think I'm going to go in, I really moisturized today, so I don't think I really need to do much for priming. I think I'm just going to go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus primer. I really hydrated this morning, and I am using a really dewy foundation. So I don't think I need much for hydrating or dewy primers. Did I just get primer up in my nose? So this is just kind of a lotiony primer. It's just a basic primer. I don't want to say it fills in your pores, but it doesn't really. I think it just makes it so you have a smoother base, but it's definitely not like silicone-y or anything like that. So yeah. So I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation. I've been loving this foundation over the winter time. Going in with my Maybelline sponge. So yeah, this is what I'm going to show you today is just what I've been doing a lot recently. Just to kind of help out my eye looks and stuff. And to help me get through some of these products. Now, the L'Oreal True Match Lumi is not full coverage by any way, means of the words, but it is buildable, so you can make it full coverage if you want. As you can see though, it does cover a lot of my redness with just one layer. But it does show a little bit, so I am going to go back in and cover up those areas. Just because I'm so used to full coverage. But lately, I have been more into my lighter coverage foundations and just kind of building them up because I feel like it kind of looks better on my skin where I have dry skin. But I did used to have the Revlon Photo Ready foundation in my Project Pan, but I used that up. And right now I'm not really in the mood to try to Project Pan another foundation, just because I'm panning quite a few items and it kind of makes my base a little bit boring So I try to not do another foundation, at least not as of right now. So that's that. I actually have a new concealer that I want to try. It's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Defined Concealer. I got mine in C1. Supposedly, this is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I mean, the packaging's kind of similar, so... Not gonna lie, that doe foot felt really nice. You know how some doe foots can feel really like hard and just not gentle around the eye area? That felt really nice. Wow, that actually like covered quite a bit. Nice job, Makeup Revolution. I've been wanting to try out some more Makeup Revolution products. So, I actually did purchase that. I also purchased one of their liquid highlighters, and when I purchased those two items, I had qualified for a free eyeshadow palette, or pigment palette as the packaging says. So that was kind of exciting. I don't think I'm going to use those products today though, just because I want to show you how I've been using my Project Pan items. So now that I got my concealer on, that's when I go in with the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. I repressed it and I've already hit pan again. So just gonna go in there. And I just kind of do that. I will tell you something. When you repress an item, it makes it a lot more powdery than before. There we go. Sorry. It's a new camera, so I'm still learning the camera functions. And it has autofocus, which my old camera did too, but my old camera wasn't as sensitive as this one is. So I don't really know what's going on or how I'm gonna fix that. But all right, and then after that, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. tone correcting powder. I have very, very little left. Which kind of makes me excited, not gonna lie to you guys. This is another item I repressed. And I've had this, this is one of the products I've had the longest in my makeup collection. So I'm kind of excited to use it up. And it just goes on like a translucent powder. So, I'm sorry guys. So yeah. Oh shoot. I forgot to show you these two products. So normally I spray with my SPF spray beforehand, and I also usually put the e.l.f. Under Eye Hydrating Under Eye Primer underneath as well. I just kind of spaced it. That happens sometimes. I'm not a perfect person. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to put on my face is not in my project pan, but it's actually something I've been doing. It was a little trick I've learned from Kathleen Lights. She does this, and I take the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, and I just take another brush, and I kind of just go over those main highlighting areas just to help give me more of a dewy look. When she said she did this, I was like, oh my goodness, you're a genius. And as you can see, it's already giving me more of a healthy glow than what I had. So I kind of just go over it with this just to reliven up my face. I know it's a lot of powder, but I think it looks really good. Especially once I start using my contour bronzer thing. So as you can see, it just brings a lot of life back into my face. Hold on one second. I'm dropping stuff. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my Cheekathon palette. In this palette, I'm trying to use up Hoola, and I'm just trying to pan Rockateur. So, yeah. So let's get into that. So what I've been doing is, I'll take Hoola, which I'm going to need to repress Hoola soon. But I'll take my Real Techniques, multi-task brush, and I'll just kind of contour, blend, and all that with this. I try to go really light as to not drag down the product too much, but I go overboard sometimes. So sometimes I have to go underneath with translucent powder or whatnot, just because I do tend to go a little overboard. But now I'm taking my Morphe M527 and kind of putting that in the Hoola. And that's where this is the brush I use to bronze. Might take this autofocus off because when I do like tutorials and stuff like that, because it gets kind of annoying. Like when I'm doing videos where I have to do like close-ups and stuff, I think that would be good, but it is kind of annoying when I'm doing something like this and I just slightly get my brush in the way. Of course, now it's not going to do it. Just bronzing. How does that look? I think that looks okay. And then I go in with my Eco Tools blending and bronzing brush. The writing's like completely worn off. And I just blend. I'm very pale, so I need to blend a lot. I can't, so see this side's going down a little, so I'm probably gonna have to touch up with translucent powder or a banana powder, something along those lines, because I'm blending so much that it's just going down. So before I had like that much space, now I have that much space. As you can see, sometimes it can disturb my foundation and get a little patchy, but what can you do? What can you do? So yeah, and then before I go and fix that up, I am gonna go in with my blush, which is the Rockateur blush. Like I said, this one I'm not trying to use up, I'm just trying to pan it, which just happened. Guys, you have no idea how excited I am about this. Because that's all I wanted to do was pan it. Oh my god, I can't believe I just panned it in this video. Well, sneak peek for the next update. I tend to overdo it on the blush and then I just go back in and blend with that same brush. I can't believe I just panned it. Ah! All right. Sometimes what it looks like on camera does not relate to what it looks like in person. All right. So, and then I go in with highlighter. I'm just gonna go in with Becca Moonstone. I only have the mini in this because highlighters are so hard to go through and I have so many that it felt kind of unnecessary to have the big one. Moonstone's really pretty. My skin tone. And then I tend to go in and just blend that out with my Real Techniques stippling brush. Just really lightly, just to kind of make it look cohesive. And then, before I go into my eyes, I'll take setting spray. Today I'm going to use the NYX Dewy Finish. I love this one. Just to set everything down. And I just take my ginormous Dare to Create palette and fan myself. I really need to get an electric fan like Kathleen Lights has. It looks so good. So I just realized I never cleaned up right here like I was supposed to. See, like over here, it looks good. Over here, I blended a little too much, but I already sprayed my setting spray, so it's a little tiny bit too late. So and now we're gonna go into my eyes. So I'm taking my e.l.f. Shadow Lock Primer. This is the eyelid primer I've been trying to use up. It's like the never-ending primer. Alright, and in my last Project Pan update, I came to the realization that I can actually use the powder that I can't use till summertime to set my eyelids. Why didn't I do that before? Why didn't y'all tell me? This is the e.l.f. Prime and Stay powder, I want to say. It's a really good powder. It's just a little too dark for me right now. Once summer hits, we'll be okay. But it works for setting my eyeshadow primer. I'm kind of using a lot because it's fun. As you can see, it's a little orange on my skin right now. Ugh. Okay, so I did that. Now, excuse me, this is where I go in with my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. This is really not that important. I just find it works the best for what I'm about to do. I still can't believe I hit pan. Anyway, so I take this brush and I go into my Hoola bronzer. And as you can see, I've been kind of working up here. And I use this as eyeshadow. So I do go all over my lid and into my crease. This has just been kind of my favorite thing to do recently. It's just been my favorite eye look to do recently because it's so quick, it's so easy. It's just... I don't want to say it's effortless, but it's effortless. It's just something quick and easy I can do if I'm in a hurry. And it looks good. So now we're going to go over to this side. And I really like this brush for it because I can use it in the crease and on the lid, so I don't have to dirty another brush. And since I'm really only using it for the Hoola bronzer, I kind of just keep it to the side and continue to use it. I think it looks so good, guys. I don't know why, but like this one section right here, eyeshadow always skips. I don't know why. Yeah, that's all I do is, and look at, I created more of a pan. I know that was a little ridiculous. But that's really all I do. And then I go in with mascara. Today, I have 4 open right now. So I've been using combinations, and one of my favorite combinations is the Roller Lash and the Falsies Push Up Drama. So I'm gonna go off camera and do that. Okay, kind of botched the look a little bit. I got some mascara on my eye and I can't seem to fix it. So we're just gonna move on and we're gonna put on a lipstick. Let's see, what do I want to wear? I'm wearing like an orangey shirt. Let's go for, let's try Touch of Spice. Actually, do I want Touch of Spice, or do I want my new Matte Dreamy? I feel like that would clash a little bit. Actually, are they the same? Oh god, no. This is more like a, okay. So, we're gonna go in with Touch of Spice. Been wearing this in a hot minute. Can you? Thank you. There we go. That doesn't look too bad now, does it? So that's just how I've been using my Project Pan items. Let me put on some hand sanitizer. I always do this after I put on my makeup because I hate the feeling of makeup on my hands. But yeah, so that's just how I've been using my Project Pan items lately. Very, very simple with a nice lip color. I'm still really excited. I finally hit pan on Rockateur. I can finally use a different blush. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope that it was helpful to all of you. Obviously with the eyes you can switch it up a little bit. Like it doesn't have to be just this every single time. It's just what I've been doing. But if you really wanted to, you know what? Let's switch it up a little. Let me take my new Revolution All Love Conquers All palette, and let's put this like white shimmery shade on the lid just to show you how versatile this can be. You kind of have to build up this color a little bit on the brush. And probably gonna have to use some setting spray, which is fine. And of course I don't have mirror in that palette, so but see just how different that can look. Like, you really don't have to do just the bronzer. Like, you really don't. Like, you can make this into a full-on look if you really want to. There we go. Just make sure you blend. Maybe this will actually fix the frickin' look. Like, that doesn't look bad. Like, so maybe if you had, like, a single that you're trying to use up to, you could do that. Like, you don't have to... You can be inventive. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, this is actually the first time I'm putting a shadow on with the bronzer. Maybe white wasn't exactly the right shade to choose, but that actually looks pretty dang good, in my personal opinion. So, it may have looked better if I had used, like, something else, but I think that looks pretty dang good. I think I'm gonna go over that shadow one more time, just to make the pigmentation even. I think I'm getting hard pan. Crap. Oh well. And just go over that shade one more time, just to make it even. Like, that looks so pretty. You can't tell me it don't. It looks so pretty. So, that's all for this video. It's just something you should have fun with. Don't feel like I have to use this in only this way or what have you. Like, I could have even put Rockateur on my lids. Like, that's how versatile makeup is. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys enjoyed seeing how I use my Project Pan items to get them panned faster, just like the video and leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!